The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network. What up, everybody? This is Relatable Radio, where it is always ladies' night. My name is Jackie, and I have here with me Amy.
Hello.
And Allison.
What up?
And Taylor.
Yo, what up?
And we are the people of Relatable Radio, and like right now, like we're pretty awesome. We're like kind of winning a little bit. I think we're projected to win maybe still in fantasy football against the Might Be News guys. Like, sorry, like don't hate on us because you ain't us, you know. I like love and hate that saying at the same time because you're saying ain't us, and it really just sounds like you're saying anus.
That's true.
So
that's true.
And it makes me giggle because I'm a child.
Because anus is funny.
Because anus is funny. It's a funny word. Real quick, you can find us on the website, mbnnetwork.com.
Yep.
I almost said might be news. Yeah. I don't know, guys.
It's Sunday night.
Sunday night. I'm tired.
Thrown off.
I'm thrown off. I think I'm just a little giddy because for the first time ever in fantasy football, we are projected to win. It's not by much, and the numbers change all the time. So, as I'm saying this, we're probably
first time
losing.
ever, like we're like 3/4 of the way through the season.
Yeah, but no,
Yeah.
she's never
So
done it before.
Week 2, like week 1, we were never projected to beat Foundation Radio.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Not one
No,
time.
not one time. And we were almost, we were like 50-50 with your husbands, okay? And then it was like 51%. You know what I mean? Like it would like change a little bit. We made some changes.
Been hovering there all day.
It's been hovering there all day. And then last I checked, we were like maybe 53% projected, which isn't much. It's not much, but it's enough to make my heart a little happy.
Yes.
Good. So I think we get some bragging rights for that at some point. I don't know.
It's not going well right now.
Fuck.
Never mind.
Whatever.
It's not going well. But that's the whole fantasy football
I
thing.
know nothing about it.
See, we got to get you guys.
I'm not very good.
I don't know how many email addresses you can do per team, but the app is pretty fun to look at. It's like, and then you guys can at least follow along.
Send me instructions
Yeah.
or whatever I need to do, and I'll do that.
It's pretty easy.
Just let me know.
It's pretty easy.
Well, can I add them?
I don't know. I think Mr. Steve has
because
to.
Steve definitely added Kev, I think,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, Kev's on there.
Because
Yep.
Danny was like control the team, and then he was able to add Kev. So we'll see.
Steve just doesn't know how many people we can add. How many people
Well,
can be on
guess
a
what?
team.
We're about to find out.
Yeah, we're about to find out because there's a couple people that want to be added to the Patreon team as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's been crazy. Jackie's been having fun /
So much anxiety.
attacks over it while we're watching football.
Taylor's not doing good this week.
No, I'm getting crushed.
And
Sports is
I
getting
told
crushed.
him the same thing he told me last week. You have a really good team. You can't pay attention. You can't pay attention to the numbers. They change all the time.
It's like
Okay, terrific.
So, recording world. It's actually Sunday night. What did everybody do this weekend?
Allison, you had a busy day today.
God, I've had a busy weekend.
Yeah.
Well, so I worked 9 to 7 yesterday, and then summer's sick with croup.
Oh,
So
Is that what
fun.
she has? Oh God.
Yes. So she was up all night last night, and then I was at a hair show today, which was actually really, really fun.
And that was
So-
down in Philly.
Yeah. And my boss, so I'd never actually watched him teach because I never really get to see him cut hair. And it was fascinating. I was zoned in, he had my full attention. The girls were laughing at me. I didn't even know they were laughing because I was just in it. And it was really cool. I was like, wow, I work for him.
Did you pick up anything that you're like, oh, I'm going to try that, or I want to learn more about that technique, or I don't know how it is for hair.
I definitely picked up techniques from him, but there were some not really, other classes. We went to this how to build your business to $100,000. But she would give us little things here and there, and at the end she goes, okay, and you can join my camp for $2,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
that was a little sales pitch. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's all about joining your stupid camp.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I bought a lot of makeup because it was very cheap there.
Nice.
That's good.
Yeah. So it was fun.
That's cool. You also cut my hair. Well, you colored and you did a little trim of my hair.
Looks good.
Okay, terrific.
Loving the fall colors.
Yes.
A lot of compliments.
Looks really
Good.
good. Looks really good.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. I like it a lot. Yeah.
Very
I do
nice.
too.
Red coppery.
Yeah.
Ombre-ish. Very nice. Yeah.
Good for the fall season.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Coming. Yeah.
I've never done anything like this before. Normally, it's just like all pretty much
The
one
same
color.
Yeah. Nice
And
to
then,
change it up.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm about to be 35. Like, I can change it up.
Yeah.
I'm married. He'll love me no matter what my hair looks like. So
That is true.
it's cool.
That's correct.
He really can't speak, right? Like he's got no hair.
He's
So
got no hair. So
Yeah, that's true.
who is he
I
to
have
judge?
hair. You have no hair. And I get to do whatever I want with my hair. So
I'm a mess.
you have facial hair and you can technically do whatever you want with your facial hair, but you can't shave it off, okay?
Thanks. Okay.
Pretty sure he's going to say the same thing about you about your hair.
Yeah.
Well, he's
this is
the hair in
true.
your head.
Yeah, but
That's
I agree
true.
with him on that. And he
true.
agrees with me on his facial hair.
I bet Jackie will look silly as shit bald.
I bet you have a nice shaped head, okay? I bet you have the nicest shaved
Silly
head, okay?
as
It's
shit.
I
gotta
would
be
look awful. No, there's girls that can pull it off. And I'm
I
like,
know.
Yes.
I feel like you have to have great bone
Yes.
structure in your
Yes.
face. You have to be beautiful.
And your makeup has to be on point
all the
every
time,
day.
right? Because you can't compensate
No.
with the hair. Makeup's got to be on point every time.
Every day.
But think how much time
a
you would
lot.
have not having to do anything with your hair.
Right.
So you could have plenty of time to do your
Yep.
makeup every day.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all three of you would look silly as shit.
See, that's just what you're thinking.
Thanks. You know what? You look silly as shit with no hair.
I do. I look like a penis.
There you go. There you go.
I look like a penis. Louder for the people in the back.
Oh my God. Well, Danny got a vasectomy.
Yeah,
That's a big thing.
right.
Snip
So
it
how
off.
is he doing? Is he recovering?
He's doing
How's
good.
He feeling?
Yeah, he's doing good.
Was
says-
he like really like terrified going into it?
Yeah.
They
Very
thought he
nervous.
was going to come out and like they'd
Very
remove his
nervous.
penis by accident or something.
Yeah, he was very nervous.
Yeah.
But everything went fine.
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like,
Although he
what's
went
his
for
pain
beer
level?
tonight,
Okay.
and he came back with a strawberry beer. And I said, well, you got a vasectomy, so
I shouldn't be surprised.
there goes that. And I was like,
There goes your man card. Revoked.
but he said the pain, so it was almost like getting kicked in the balls and that dull ache just never going away.
Ew.
That's what it feels like.
gross.
So,
That's horrible.
yeah.
I'm like, I can't relate.
Not really.
Yeah.
That's not relatable.
Yeah.
I can relate to that, and that's terrifying.
But how's he doing? Like, is it getting like that pain going
He's
away?
walking a lot better. Yesterday, when he had to take the kids to the football game, he was walking with his legs so spread. It was like he was getting on a horse. Yeah. And he's like, do you want to feel how swollen they are? And I'm like eating. I'm like, no.
Thanks
I
for
don't
the
think
offer.
so.
That's
That's
turn me
really
on.
sweet.
Right.
That's supposed to turn me on now.
But I will say, so he can't do anything for a week. Okay. So I'm walking around. I went downstairs yesterday, and this is probably TMI, and like this like lingerie thing, and like
You're such a
this
bitch.
like, oh my God,
That's
like
awesome.
like thong underpants, and I was like, oh, I need to fix this on the TV, and like everything's hanging out, and he's like, you fucking bitch.
Is that what that one Facebook post was
Yes,
about?
he's like, you are evil. It's like, I'm going to torture you all week because you can't do
That's
shit.
awesome.
Can't
Yeah.
do shit. So is he not working? He's going to be working, right?
Yeah.
Is he allowed home? I don't know how that works.
I'm like, you better not fuck it up because he has to work tomorrow morning at 5.
yeah.
And it's like, it's not sitting down work. So
Right.
we'll see.
We'll see what happens,
Yeah.
I guess.
So how are you feeling about that? The whole end of the
It's weird.
childbearing
It's weird.
years.
It's the end of an era,
I
I,
know.
feel like. right?
that
Yeah.
chapter's closed. Like, no more babies. I won't be pregnant again unless I cheat on him. So I don't,
Yeah.
Always have an out just
Yeah.
in case.
But no, I think, we have 3 healthy kids and very blessed. So
Healthy and
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
you.
I mean, like really. I mean, I feel like you'd be pushing your luck if you tried for a 4th.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You can't get lucky with 4 beautiful, like, right? You just can't.
like you could, but like there's a chance that
Like, you have,
you used up all the good
they're
genes in the
baby
first 3.
models.
Aw,
They are baby models.
thanks. So
And I can't get
adorable.
over how tan your daughter is.
It's insane. It's really crazy. Like, I go to places and people think she's part Puerto Rican. Like,
really
she's
Italian.
Just Italian.
yeah.
She's got that skin.
She's blessed.
Yes, she is.
Whatever. I'm jealous of a toddler. Well, almost toddler, right?
She never burns. I put so much sunscreen on her and she just tans. So, yeah.
My kids are the same way. My kids don't burn.
Yeah, your kids are
Ever.
really tan too.
Yeah, they are. They get that from, well, Kevin's
Well,
family
you have
gets really
olive
dark
skin.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm allergic to the sun. That's why I don't get as dark.
What?
Yeah.
What happens? You get like rash?
So even if I get a little bit of sun, like on my shoulders or whatever, like
Yeah.
it itches for like 2 weeks. Like itches, like will keep me up at night itches.
Is there anything you can put on this?
So I put on like the highest SPF, like the 80, 50,
But I mean,
whatever.
like once, let's say you get a little bit of sun and then it's itching. Like,
I mean, I could put like a cortisone or something on, but I just try to avoid it. So I would be out in the sun all the time as a kid with no problems. Like I would have my tan until February. Like it was great. When I turned 18, it was like a switch went off. And I went to, it was senior week, and I was at senior week, and I was like, what? Why am I so itchy? Like, I wasn't used to it.
crazy.
And it runs in my family. I have other family members who are allergic, but they're like really, really bad. Like, they'll get, welts and like hives really bad. And I only get that if it's like, I'm like no sunscreen
Really,
and
really
like
burnt.
in the island somewhere.
Yeah.
So I avoided the sun for like a bunch of years, and then I've kind of figured out how to
Maintain
it, like without it giving me a really bad reaction. I just have to like slather myself in
You go
a high
out like
SPF.
And then, like,
white
and-
lotion all over you.
But I still
Reapply.
get really tan. I just don't
Yeah.
get the reaction that I do.
Right.
That would before.
I just burn.
Yeah, me too. I just get more freckles.
Yeah, my freckles come out.
So you look darker, right? Does that count?
Yeah,
at one point I'm
people
just
are
gonna be
always
one big
like,
freckle.
you have something on your lip, and I'm like, it's freckles. And they're like, no, it's like looks like chocolate. I'm like, it's freckles. And then they
shut
get
up.
closer, and they're like, oh, it is freckles. You
yeah.
just have a dirty as shit upper lip. Like, what the fuck? Occasionally, like, I hate, like, you ever have food on your face, and you're like, you go like into the bathroom, you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No one
Oh, yeah.
told me.
How long has this been in there?
Right.
How long has this piece of broccoli been in between my teeth?
Yeah.
Like, no one told me. I always tell people.
Yeah.
Especially like if it's people I actually like, because I'm like, I don't want them to be embarrassed. Like Taylor will be in my office. I'm like, dude, you got like a booger about ready to come out of that nose. And he'll have to like get a little tissue and get rid of it.
Right.
Before it comes out and like is embarrassing. Like that's what I'm here for. That's in the cave.
Oh, good.
Amy, what did you do this weekend?
That's a really great question. What did I do this weekend? Oh, the boys did. We had their first skate lesson.
Oh, yeah.
This weekend.
How'd
How'd that go?
Really well. Jackson is so very coordinated. Like he was like, he just gets it. Like the kid, like he's so not me, which is so weird to see him. Like he just little bit of instruction and that kid just like goes. As of this afternoon, he's like skating circles around Cole, literally already. Poor Cole. Cole did really well though. He really did. But he's his mother. So he just has to try a little bit
He'll
harder.
get there.
He will.
Everybody's
He will.
different.
He needs to just buckle down and he just needs to keep trying. It doesn't
apply yourself.
Apply yourself. But it was good. The kids had so much fun. And then they did like the free skate starts after that, which is like the lights go off.
Do they
and
still
there's,
have like
the
that big
disco
cube?
ball?
The cube? The dice
No.
that they would throw?
I mean, they might, but they didn't have it. I mean, if they did, they might do that on like the Friday night skates or whatever.
okay.
But it is like the disco ball and the lights and the music, and it feels like I'm in elementary
Yeah.
school again, like at the Callan Roller Rink.
Did you skate?
But yeah, if you were to go skate, it'd be totally different.
I didn't skate. I'm a
I did
How
it
much does
once.
it cost to do roller skating?
not that much. I don't really know because the kids
I
we
was
did
just
the class,
curious.
they get free.
Yeah,
open
they get
skate.
it free. But if you wanted to open skate, you would pay, right?
Yeah, we would have to pay.
Like I think I paid enough for both of my sons.
I was talking to the girls. I was signing the kids up, and I was like, "Oh yeah, my husband plays hockey here." I'm like, "My son played hockey here too, deck hockey," and because I was talking about Jackson, and I was like, "Yeah, he's been like dying to come skate. Like because he doesn't just want to play hockey and deck hockey like dad and brother do. He wants to one up everybody, and he wants to play like roller hockey because
Yeah.
he always wants to be better than his brother." And she's like, "Well, do you play?" And I was like, No. I'm like,
I do arts and crafts.
Yeah, right. I'm like, I don't do that stuff. I'm like, half of the reason, actually more than half the reason why is because I'm like, that's a daddy thing. Nope, talk to your father. I let them have their thing. I could be involved, but I don't need to be. No. It can be their thing.
Yeah.
I have
Like you
other
can
things.
go and attend and watch, right?
Yes,
But
I'm
you're
a
like,
supporter.
I will take you to your game or practice, whatever.
But like, I don't need to be involved.
I'm not
in that.
making the decisions
No.
here.
And it's one less thing. I did the same with video games. Even though I enjoy video games, my boys don't really know that all that much. Because
Keep that secret to
I'm
the
just
grave.
like, guys, and, which makes me laugh because my mom, all growing up, was like never interested in the video game. She never wanted I'm like, was she doing the same thing I'm doing? To be like, oh no, just so she didn't have to like get in. Because once you're in it, then you're in it. Then you've got to like.
I don't know how to use the controllers. I'm really bad at it. I'm constantly
fancy
looking up
ones-
and spinning.
Yes, well, no, those fancy ones I can't do.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, but if you put like Mario and Funny
yeah,
or
for sure.
those,
like a
I'll play
basic
those.
little, yeah. Perfect.
Kevin would, back in the day when he would play Halo a lot, he'd be like, oh, why don't you play with me? And I'm like, okay. But I'd like fuck around the whole time and be like, oh, Halo kisses. And I'd go up to him and like, my character would like kiss him. Oh, it would piss him off so bad, which is just so funny.
Because your character
So
probably
funny.
looks like a dude, and he's like,
Yeah. Halo kisses.
Yeah.
Don't ask me to play. Exactly. Yeah, so we did that. Went to a birthday party yesterday, which was fun.
My niece Maddie.
Yeah, she's so cute. Both of those girls are adorable.
It was a great
Saw
time.
people from high school that I haven't seen and like ever forgot kind of existed, and then they walked in the door.
happens
Which
to
was
me a
nice
lot.
though. Yeah, it was great though.
I'm like, oh yeah, what happened to that girl from like elementary school that everyone used to make fun of? I don't know. I randomly think of people like that.
That's what Facebook's for, Jackie.
No. I'm not gonna look her up.
Why?
Why? Well, you're curious.
No,
We'll do it on break.
I'm not that curious.
We'll do it on break.
Takes like 3 seconds. You know what I can't stand is
Honestly,
people
I don't
who
think I
aren't
would
on
even.
Facebook.
I wouldn't even know how to spell her last name.
I'm scared that when I look people up and I stalk their page, I'm going by accident like something.
Oh, you got to be careful.
Yeah.
What
You
would-
got to be really
seriously.
careful.
I've
Don't
done-
like
I've done it
accident
before
friend
on
request.
Instagram.
Oh
I've done it before on Instagram.
no! Instagram's really easy to do that.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Really easy.
Yeah, I follow some girl on Instagram and I was like, I didn't mean to request, but you allowed me to follow you, so whatever.
And then do you like unlike it or you just go with it?
Oh, I unlike it. Because
You
you don't
do?
know if somebody unlikes it. It just all of a sudden you're like, wait, what? It disappears. And you're like, oh, because that's happened to me before.
I do it real
People
quick
have done
to
that
the point
We're
where like they might not even get the notification.
Exactly. As long as they're not on
That's the
top of
idea.
it, they won't even get the
I wish
notification.
Facebook would just be like, never mind, they unliked it.
Right. Don't give them a
JK,
notification.
JK.
Right.
JK,
You have
don't
like a
get
certain time
excited.
period.
It was
you-
accident.
Have you guys seen the commercials about the hate likes?
No.
What?
There's these commercials. I forget. Have you seen them, Taylor? I forget what the commercials are for, but it talks all about how, don't hate like people liking things because they're so jealous and whatever. And like, oh, you're a great picture and you're in this country doing this. And like, that's a hate like. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just.
Weird.
I get it.
I like it.
Right.
Yeah. Have fun. That's
Yeah.
great. Live your
Stupid
best
bitch.
life.
Live your best life, cunt. You guys are cool.
Oh man.
Oh, social media.
I got to see all my close girlfriends last night.
Yeah, you guys were
We're
out
to
adventuring.
Manayunk, which is where like my best friend and a couple for like, so a girl from college, they lived together in Manayunk for like a year or two. And then Carrie got pregnant, Julie moved in. So there's just like, we all just became this really big group of like best friends. So, but like never see each other anymore. Like Julie lives over in New Jersey. Kelly lives in Downingtown, but like I don't even see her. And then Jenna lives out towards Philly. Carrie lives in King of Prussia, and Matt lives in Delaware, which he's been living in Delaware, but normally his job's either in Pennsylvania or where, you know what I mean? Either way, just everyone got married and started having kids, and it's like so impossible.
yeah.
So we were like, okay, when's everyone available? And Kelly works like 3 out of 4 weekends at Paley Hospital. So
It's hard being friends with people in the medical field because it's all shift. Same with Danny. He's shift
yeah.
work.
well,
so
now
it's like,
she's a school nurse now for the Downingtown
that's
School
awesome.
District.
Oh, really?
So
That's cool.
she floats to different campuses
Yeah.
like every day apparently. So she was just chit chatting about that, like some pros and cons that are, every job.
Yeah.
But she so she's still doing like per diem with the hospital. So she's like, I'm still working at the hospital to keep hours, but my next weekend off is this past weekend. So
15 weeks from now.
yeah,
I have a weekend
off. So we planned to go out, and we had no idea really what we were going to do. And then Julie was like, let's go get sushi from the brew pub in Manayunk and drinks and relive our old glory days.
Nice.
So we were old as shit.
I was trying to meet up with a friend of mine And I'm like, okay, when are you available? She's like, oh, well, I actually have off work because she works at a hospital too. There's 2 of them. When do you work? I'm like, she's like, oh, I have off next Friday. I'm like, I'm out of town on Friday. I'm like, what about this? I'm like, well, I don't have anything going on tomorrow. I'm like, that's really late notice. And I'm like, she's like, well, I work overnight tonight and then I work overnight tomorrow. And I'm like, well, how about breakfast?
Yeah.
She's like, is 8 o'clock too early? I'm like, I have 2 small children.
Yeah.
No. So like we went for breakfast as she was getting off work and like we all got up and out of the house early to meet up.
That's
I
fun.
was gonna make it work.
Yeah. Do what you got to
Figure
do.
it out. So last minute, like little
What restaurant?
first watch.
Did you like it?
I've been there before.
Oh, okay.
This
The
one,
local one?
Yes.
Because I know you said you like to go to the one in Newtown Square?
in Newtown Square. That one's really great. They've been open longer. The service is spectacular. The food's Allison's got a drinking problem apparently, and she spills water all down herself.
Yeah, that didn't work.
The food's amazing. Kevin didn't know what he was getting into when we went because he doesn't really know like anything. He's like, oh, it's a breakfast place, whatever. And so he's like looking at the menu, and he's like looks confused. And I'm like, Kev, I forgot to tell you. I'm like, you should have been wearing your hair in a bun to come here today. He's like, seriously, it's one of those yuppie places. I'm like, yeah.
That's what I hear. It's very,
totally a yuppie place. There's lots of avocado toast. It's all cage-free eggs, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
It is, like the food is spectacular.
Does Kev eat eggs?
No, he does not.
Okay.
He went
I
for
didn't
a
think so.
sausage gravy, but it was a turkey sausage gravy. Now, they do have it's called $1 Million Bacon.
Okay.
And it is really, really good. It's like bacon it's like you get 4 slices of bacon and not turkey bacon, which Kevin was worried about. It's real bacon, but it's got cayenne pepper and syrup and brown sugar, and it's really, really, really good. So I would recommend that. I always get the veggie omelet.
Okay.
It's got goat cheese and
Yeah, my
all
my
sorts
one
of-
sister like loves going to First Watch, and when I
it's
first
pricey.
saw the name, I thought it was going to be like a watch store.
Well, that would make sense.
Or like an urgent care. Fast watch. Like I got injured and I have to go to First Watch. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
You get it.
I will say, so I'm a tea drinker. I asked for tea. They bring me the tea bags this morning. All there is, so I like black tea, straight black tea. There was decaf black tea at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
Excuse me.
Who's
Who
drinking
the fuck
decaf?
wants decaf?
And there was some like herbal tea. No. This is.
Do they have black tea?
They do.
Okay,
There was just none in the thing. I'm like, come on, wait, staff. Like you.
Yeah.
Make sure
Replenish
there's
the tea bags, please.
Don't be serving all decaf teas
What
at
was
8
the
o'clock
one-
on a Sunday morning.
What was the tea that I had when we were in Jamaica that I like specifically took home?
That was.
What was the name? It's like the expensive brand.
Was it Earl Grey?
That's not
Maybe.
fancy. Just Earl Grey?
No, it's really expensive because I got home and I was like, oh, what is this? And I'm like, no, it has a breakfast blend. It's black tea, but it's like fucking delicious.
Irish breakfast tea is my favorite.
I hate tea.
Really? Like all
what?
teas? Like
I really try to like it. I do, guys.
What
I
about,
even
like, the
bought some the
fruity
other day. I don't
ones?
even like it.
Maybe
Not
you just
green
like have to
tea.
do.
I got
do you sweeten it? Like what do you
I
put
got
in
like
it?
a lemon zinger,
ugh.
Like don't do that. Don't get fancy with it. Just get black tea.
but I like lemon.
Yeah,
Did you
like
like
you
this
can
tea?
like lemon.
I do like this tea. I don't leave the bag in like forever.
That's
Because
fine.
it gets ugh.
Yeah.
Well, if you leave it in, depending on the tea. I mean, there's a certain, depends on the tea, the amount
Yeah.
of minutes that you're supposed
Yeah.
to let it sit.
Like sometimes it says steep for like 1 or 2 minutes or
Some
something.
is 2 to 5.
Yeah.
I always put 2 tea bags in and I let that shit sit for a hot minute because I like it.
I made tea this morning.
Dark
I had
and
to leave for
strong.
soccer. Didn't get to drink any of it. Came back, took the tea bag out, and just drank it like it was iced tea.
Yeah, that works. too.
Delicious.
See, I usually never finish my tea because I get distracted with children or work or whatever.
Yeah.
So I end up just drinking it cold.
Yeah. I love when my morning tea turns into my afternoon iced tea.
Right?
It should be a saying.
that's
We need to
awesome.
market this saying, and it needs to be like on T-shirts and pillows.
I
and-
totally can relate to that,
Yeah.
Jackie. Like, because Kevin will yell at me and be like, help, like wherever because I'll leave it, I'll sit it down.
your drink,
Just drink this?
Yeah.
Sorry, I got distracted.
Right, yeah.
Jeez.
Well, take care of the kids and don't let them distract me,
if
and I can enjoy my tea.
If I could just sit and leisurely come, like
Yeah.
read
Sit
something
on the couch,
and-
put your feet up.
Yeah,
I
and
think you
drink
should
my
just
tea.
like find a little like oasis in your backyard where it's like shaded or something,
Yeah,
right?
I go to work for that. That's what.
Yeah, but I'm saying like so like let's say it's the weekend, just like go and sit out there.
Sit at First Watch.
Yeah, we're there. But you've already have tea bags at home.
They know where to find me, Jackie.
No.
They always find us.
They always find
Get
us.
up before they do. Like, you just sneak out
I used
there.
to do that when I lived in Elverson because we had
Yeah.
that really cute porch.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like in the middle of nowhere, so I could go out looking
Yeah.
a hot mess and just sit in my chair.
Sit in your chair and just
what I
enjoy
would do.
some quiet.
Yep.
That sounds lovely.
It was nice.
Yeah. They might be able to find you, but they'd still have to go through the entire house first.
You'd have time to like
You'd have a little bit of time.
To like
finish it real fast.
hide, like
just
keep
just
circling
keep
the
circling
house.
the house. Yes. You ever do that? Play hide and seek, and you couldn't find just one spot to hide, so you just kept
Keep
moving
moving.
around the house. Yeah, I was pretty good at it.
Go back and hide in the places they already looked,
Yeah.
Yeah.
because then
That's
they
a good
already
one.
they checked it.
The worst is when there's animals who ruin that for you. Like
Or small children.
yes.
Small children.
Yes.
do that
My
too.
dog always ruins it.
my
She'll come and sit in front of me. I'm
Yeah.
like, come on.
my brother's dog always did that. I would hide because they live in Rhonda and they have that bay window.
Yep.
Right, and I would get behind the curtain because they would never see me. The kids never looked behind the curtain. And then there was Mandy, their little dog. And I was like, shut the fuck up, Mandy. You're giving away my hiding spot. It's like, we gotta put this dog somewhere. She's ruining my game here. Like, because I take that shit serious.
Oh, yeah.
You can't take it easy on kids.
She's
okay?
not too competitive, is she?
But like the thing is,
No.
like, you have to teach them how to play right. You don't want them playing with friends and being like, well, my mom always tells me where she's hiding.
Right.
How you play?
And then
It's
they
not
need to learn
play.
how to have a sense of humor about it.
Yeah.
I scared Blake the other night. I think you saw the video, Taylor, of
Oh.
me scaring Blake.
Yeah, I did. It was hysterical.
So good.
Yeah.
And he was able to laugh about it
Yeah.
Good.
after he punched me.
well, that's fair.
Yeah. It was so good. I'll have to show you the video.
Yeah,
Poor guy sitting on the toilet.
It was funny as shit.
Yes. Yes. I keep telling people at work, I'm like, well, you helped set somebody up to scare me. So like you're on my list, dude.
It's coming. It's
coming.
You don't know when, but
I
it's
did.
coming.
I was like, I scared so-and-so on the forklift. And they're like, oh, that's safe. I'm like, no. It wasn't in motion. He was about to reverse. He was not moving. And I yelled, don't fuck it up. And he was like, I didn't really have a reaction, but my heart definitely just stopped. Like, he admitted that I got him. And I looked at another guy and I was like, you're next.
Go down the line.
Like, yeah. And like, what did I do? I'm like, you know what you did. You set me up. Mm-hmm. And now you're dead.
So my little sister brought a new boy home to meet me on Friday.
Yeah?
To meet
Yes.
you?
Yes.
What do you think? Initial.
He's very sweet. He's
But-
long hair. No, look, okay. The only problem I have with him is he has long hair, which is fine. I don't mind that.
Does he take care of it?
No.
See?
And it's
She's
so it's-
into that, though. Long hair.
it doesn't surprise me that
Did her other boyfriend have long hair?
not
am I
like
making that up?
long.
Okay.
No.
It's like medium length or something. Like not short, but not super long.
So she met him. I mean, they've been dating for a little while. And like I saw him at her graduation. She had there was like this awkward moment between. I'm like, wait, aren't you guys like what's the deal? You guys like
Yeah.
dating? Wait, like
Maybe it wasn't
they,
out
they
public knowledge.
They like waved at each other across the park, and I'm like, oh, do you want to go say hi? And she was like, no, it's fine. I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
Wasn't ready yet.
But she
Playing
was
it
like,
cool.
hey, yeah, she texted me a few weeks ago and was like, hey, I really want him to come over and like meet you guys and see the boys and like, it was a thing. I think like that. She was like bringing him home to meet mom. And but yeah, he was really nice, very sweet. Like really seemed very, very genuine. Got along with the boys really
Good.
well.
That's good.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I feel like you can judge a lot, especially by men. I say men, boys, males, by how well they treat children.
Oh, absolutely. That's always been my test.
Yeah.
Have you seen Kevin around children?
Yeah, he's a big
This is
kid.
why I married him.
Yeah.
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 The boys will talk about his magic tricks.
Do they? See? He was playing with all the kids at the party last night, and was it Mr. Steve who said something? I think and was like,
Yep.
"You need to hire him just to do babysitting for," because he was out in the yard with all they were playing soccer and they were all having fun. And I was like, "Yeah, this is
Perfect.
this is what happens. This is Kev."
That's great.
Yeah. But he
So-
was really sweet. He played even at the end, he was got down with the kids and
Aw.
was very good with the kids. I'm like, oh, okay. And then she texted me that night after she got home. So what do you think?
Aw, she really cared.
Oh, she does. Yeah. I was like, no, he's great.
What's she doing now? Like
She's going to Delco for school.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Does
she
she know what
started
she wants to
college.
study?
She wants to be a school guidance counselor. I'm pretty sure. Last time I checked, that's what was her.
That's great.
Which I think she'd be good at, honestly.
Yeah.
She's a very good listener. She's been through some shit, so she can relate to people.
Yep.
And she was always that, I think she was always that person with her friends that like, when somebody needed something or had a
come to
problem,
her.
like she was the one that they went to.
Naturally come to her.
And even when she was much young, I mean, I'm not much, she's 19, but she's always been, even with talking to me and as I'm going through shit and we kind of are chatting and catching up and having our sisterly time, whatever. She's, even when she was younger, even if I'm talking about something that, my marriage or something that she doesn't have any experience in or whatever, she's very good at not necessarily giving advice, but being encouraging and supportive and listening, and she's very good at it. And I really think
there's a saying that I just saw the other day, and I'd seen it before, but it's like as you get older, you're like, no, these things really make sense now. And it's like some people listen just to reply.
Yes. Yeah.
Like they're
I
not
know a lot of
listening to
people like that.
actually listen to you. They just want to reply to you.
The whole time they're just waiting to, they're thinking about what they can say to,
Yeah.
they're not really listening.
Well, on that note, we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we will be right back with more Relatable Radio.
So you've been listening to the Might Be News Network, but you still can't get enough each week? Become our patron on Patreon. Head to patreon.com/MBN Network to become a patron and get exclusive content now. For as little as $5 per month, you'll get access to extended episodes of all your favorite shows, as well as perks including MBN merch and monthly giveaways. Just want to support the network? Become a patron for as much or as little as you'd like. Get bonus content each week and head to patreon.com/MBN Network. Your contributions help us make this network bigger and better than ever before. Patreon.com/MBN Network.
Okay, guys, we're back. Sorry. So we wanted to talk about
A book that you've been reading
a
recently.
book essentially, like, so what happens in life, and everybody experiences this, we all get into debt of some sort. It doesn't even have to be crazy amounts, but everybody grows up and thinks this is normal, and it doesn't have to be. You can make a new norm and be debt free. So, and I had heard about this guy, Dave Ramsey. He doesn't pay us. My brother told me about him years ago, and I was like young 20s. I had no debt, and I was like, whatever. Yeah. I was like, but like, I was always thinking about money back then, but it was just something I didn't have the need for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
It doesn't mean as much until you're like looking to buy a house, you get married, you're making these decisions and
making these really big
decisions.
financial decisions.
Yeah.
So I decided to get a really great deal. It's like his book, a workbook, there's even like, I think, an electronic book that I get. I haven't downloaded it yet because I don't know if I can download it to my Nook. Like, I don't know how it works. I'm like technology.
What?
But
what's the name of the? Wait, so you said you got a packet. Where?
Yeah, I bought a package.
Deal?
I kept seeing ads for it on like Facebook or
you
whatever.
Something said something.
Yeah, I guess
your phone was listening to you. Be like
somebody like Jesus was like, like send her these.
We're just
signs.
gonna put this sponsored ad right here for her.
So it's called the book is called The Total Money Makeover, and he's had a couple other books, and his whole thing is like educate yourself. You don't even have to just read his books. He's like, read a ton of books and just really educate yourself on like the market and things that you should be doing or investing with your money and whatever. So, and it's not like, I don't know, like things aren't terrible for Taylor and I right now financially. We still had money saved from the wedding, and we tapped into it, and it's not like we spent all of it, but it lasted us a year. We had to tap into it some more. So now the biggest thing we want to do is we got to get him. He doesn't have a retirement set up at all.
Oh yeah.
Our work doesn't offer one. Ugh. I set one up like 7 years ago in a panic. I was like, I'm behind. You know what I mean? And like, he's really behind. So we're going to get him set up with a retirement fund. I'm going to adjust my contribution to my retirement fund.
Sign up for Patreon. Patreon.com/MBN
Help us out, yo. But it's just like, we're starting to make moves. That, like, one of the things, the first, like, you follow the 7 baby steps. 7 baby steps is what you're supposed to follow in this book. And he kind of spells it all out for you. So I'm about halfway through the book right now. it tells you to save $1,000. For step 1, save $1,000 as quickly as possible, whether you have to get another part-time job or sell something or provide a service or whatever. Legal service.
Does it have to be
Just
legal?
like-
You probably get it a lot faster if it wasn't legal.
He's
Let's
just like,
be honest.
that's baby step 1. And you have to follow the steps in which he has them, because if you don't, you fail, right? Like, you can't be jumping around like, oh, well, I'm going to do this step and then this step. And I was talking to the woman that had set me up with my retirement fund, and I told her I was reading the book, and she's like, oh my God, I love that book. I tell everybody to read that book. So that made me feel good.
Yeah.
But then she was like, well, ordinarily I would tell you to hold off on the retirement, but because he's in his 30s and he doesn't have a retirement, we really should get something started. And I was like, we don't need to do anything crazy. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to be contributing like $300 a month or something and be broke. So it's just, we need to get something started, because a little bit's better than nothing. So we're kind of going a little out of order.
That's okay.
But
was was it on like his website or something?
I think I did. I think I did. I think I went to like DaveRamsey.com or something, and it was like an August special or something. I got his book. I think it came with a workbook. It came with this like financial. He has this thing called Financial Peace University, I think. So, like, for instance, like my dad's church offers a class, and it's for one workbook. So, like, if you went with your husbands, you would pay $100 for the both of you, essentially, because you don't need 2 workbooks. Like, you're a joint unit, and they teach you these steps, I guess. That they help guide you to be like successful in these steps. The problem I have is that it's on a Tuesday night and he records. So like, I didn't sign us up for the class because we wouldn't be able to go. Like, he'd be recording, and it would just be a waste of money at the time. What I want to find out though is if they offer it ever on like a Saturday morning, or part of me was thinking it was a Saturday morning, not a Tuesday night, but I don't know. So, but either way, I was like, we need to make a budget. That's the next step. Like, we need to save the $1,000, and like, it's never too soon to create a budget. And it's so hard because you have to think about everything that you spend money on.
I feel like it's easier to make the budget than stay in the budget, though.
Well, that's the other thing too. So like Dave Ramsey, I follow him on Instagram and Facebook, because those are the only 2 social medias I have. And like the other day on Instagram, he said, what's the hardest part about the budget? And people are like, making the budget, and other people are like, sticking to the budget. Because his whole thing is, you've allotted this money for something. Now, if something pops up and you're like, well, I need an extra $50 to cover groceries. Well, then you got to take that $50 from something else.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So it gets difficult, but I was sat there, like, work was a little quiet for me on Friday. Thank God, because it was Friday the 13th. And I sat there and I was like, well, I left this sheet at home that I'd started to write down everything we spent our money on, but there's still so much that I'm not thinking about. I was like, all right.
Little stuff really that I feel like adds up. You're like, oh, it's like $4, right? Like here and there. But when you do that 10 times in a month, that's $40.
$40.
It's not $4 anymore.
Yeah. So we're gonna see what happens. I don't know when really we're gonna get, like, you know, I kind of want to get started ASAP, but because then I'm like, I got a budget for like birthday gifts, which is fine. Like, I normally try to do that.
Yeah.
I try to go in the beginning of the year, and I used to go and buy all the cards for my nieces and nephews, and then fill them out and put the money in it, and then close the envelope.
One fell swoop, and then it's done, and then you have them all.
Done, and then I don't sit there and go, did I give so and so $20 or $25?
Because if they find out and they talk about it.
Because I'm like, they have siblings, and I'm like, I'm about to fuck something up.
So speaking of that $1,000 and selling things, earning things, whatever, I have decided to open up an Etsy shop.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Good for you.
So what are you going to be selling?
Still in the process of figuring that out, but I think so. I make all kinds of different crap. Like I just do. And I'm like, okay, what is the thing that I enjoy making the most? Because I can make anything, essentially. Not anything. I can't like knit and shit. I can't do that stuff. But I really enjoy making like the wood signs. So I have these ones at my house that I made. They're like seasonal ones. They're double-sided that you can flip.
Okay.
For the seasons, I've made ones that I have one that says Kinderman family, and there's like silhouettes of the boys, 2 little boys, and then us. And So I've been doing all my research. I've been kind of figuring out.
What are you going to call your Etsy shop?
TBD. I don't know yet.
Okay. I was like, TBD. What's it stand for?
The problem is that I can't set up my Etsy shop until I have something to in that second upload and put in the shop, which I kind of do right now, but like I'm not ready for that yet.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing my research.
You're worried about like the demand coming in and you're not going to be able to keep up with it. Well, at this point,
like I need to, and I'm a details person. So like I'm trying to figure out pricing. I'm trying to figure out product. I'm trying to figure out, what variations I'm going to sell of these products. I have to design all of these things. Like I have some of them designed already, things I've made for myself or made for friends of mine.
Right.
But I want to make sure the designs are good. The designs make sense. I want to add some designs that may be a little bit more user friendly and add some different things. So I'm just in the research stages.
It's like Amy's Arts and Crafts.
Right. And everybody that I tell, they're like, finally. Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? What? Wait, what?
Dude, you could be like ranking in that.
And Kevin, surprisingly, has been very
awesome.
supportive.
Yeah, it's very awesome.
And he's like, well, I guess it's probably because there's money involved. And that's why he's supportive.
Yeah, right.
Whatever.
If it was just for free, he wouldn't be so supportive.
Support. So
we need to figure out a good name.
I have some ideas.
Okay.
I do
if
have
any
some.
of the,
that's fine. You can keep your ideas, but listeners have ideas. We want to hear your ideas.
Submit your ideas.
What should Amy's
Because like I don't want
Arts
it to
and
be
Crafts
too dumb.
Right.
Yeah.
And I also don't want to make it so specific that I tie myself and lock myself into products that I may want to. Maybe I start this and I end up, knowing me, finding something totally different that I love to do.
Yeah.
And then my name has something else in it, and now it just doesn't make any sense. I want to make it kind of generic.
Amy's Arts and Crafts.
Artsy Amy.
Yeah.
So like I've started figuring out like marketing, what I want my logos to look like. I need to figure out like shipping, what do I want that
Artsy
there's
Amy
the whole
on
marketing
Etsy.
Aspect of it.
Artsy Amy on Etsy. I can't wait to fuck that up.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Cool. Very cool.
So I'm excited about it and terrified all at the same time.
Yeah.
I just need to figure out.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah. My problem is that I in the past, when I feel like I'm going to fail, I just stop so that I don't fail. So I just drop it.
The key is not doing that.
Yes,
Right.
you would know.
You have to push through.
I gotta push through. So I need what I.
We're
going to
support you, and we're going to tell you.
Which is why I'm kind of airing it out.
If you put it out there
telling
now,
people,
you have to follow it because now you
Yes,
don't want to be a failure. See?
Exactly. Now
It works.
I
It's
want
out
to save
there. It
face.
works.
So I need to figure out what my expectations are.
Yeah.
Like realistic. Obviously, Kevin was like, "Oh, you could quit your job." I'm like, whoa, pump the brakes. That's not happening. Like what? Not happening. But I would love some extra money because we're broke. So that would be great to like. And I just think I make all this shit anyway.
Put a lot of Christmas stuff in there, and I got you.
Right? Uh-huh. That's what my friend Jamie was like. Oh, well, I really want you to make. She's like, oh, you should make this, because she wants all this stuff.
Yeah,
and she wants me to make it. I'm like, well, I'm just gonna point you towards my Etsy shop, and then you can just buy it from there instead of me making all this stuff for free all the time.
It's true. That's smart.
Yeah.
I'm like, I still need to sell my centerpieces for my wedding.
Oh my god!
You want to put those on your Etsy shop? They're just sitting under the bed right now. I'm like, it's just the mason jars and a shit ton of battery operated tea lights.
You gotta find something. I mean, you can do something with those eventually, right?
Yeah.
Like, how many do we have? A lot.
We could use them for arts and crafts.
Yeah, but like what?
We found we were looking. I saw something on Facebook. It was like an arts and crafts idea. We were talking about artsy ideas, wanting to like do something on film or like a art session or something.
Disclaimer and little preview for our Patreon people: we may be brainstorming some videos.
Yeah.
Some
Do we talk
DIY.
about it?
So you can like see our beautiful faces.
Yeah.
So I'm throwing that out there. Another reason to join Patreon, guys. We
Go to
are doing.
Patreon.
Yes, we are. We got
some
plotting and
fun
planning
things
and doing some
coming up.
stuff.
We marble, like clay.
I love watching the videos of them mixing.
Love it.
Holy shit, yes.
Love it. Love it.
He showed me something and I was like, dude, let's get
The
this.
coaster ones you can do.
Yes. I'm always like so like
How
intimidated.
fascinating is that?
So
All right,
Allison, all right.
Yeah, fill me in.
Allison, so you just get like, how you get like the modeling clay at the arts and crafts store or whatever. So you just break like little pieces off, and you basically
Roll 'em
layer
into
it,
snakes.
roll it into snakes, and layer them up.
Yeah.
Right, and then you just roll, twist them up,
You keep
roll
Twist,
it,
fold, roll,
twist,
you get like a
roll, do
cool
whatever,
little
whatever.
marble look to them.
Yeah, and then you just like cut into it, flatten it
And
out,
then you
whatever you want to do.
You have to bake it, right?
You have to bake it to once you get it in the shape,
I
whatever
know
you
you're
want it to
nervous
be.
about baking.
Yeah.
I
Lost
feel
me
like
at
you
baking.
can't fuck that up though.
This is already
You know what I mean?
mixed.
It's already mixed.
Already done.
Okay.
You just have to make something and bake it
All
for,
right.
I think it said like 10 to 15 minutes.
It
or
doesn't
something.
Yeah, it was,
long,
it
but
was
that's-
yeah,
You can
real
buy-
short, and
I
it's
saw
like
them on-
low temperature too.
I saw them on
200
Amazon,
degrees.
but I'm sure you can buy them other places too, like the little cork things to put on the
yeah.
bottom of them
Yep.
for the coasters.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I was like, dude, we could totally make these and sell them.
Right? See? That's my problem. Being artsy has ruined everything for me. Because anytime I'm anywhere, I'm like, $6 for that?
Yeah.
I can make that in like 20 minutes.
I can make that in 20
buy
minutes
that.
for $25.
So like I see all this cute like decor and all this stuff, and I'm like, I can't buy any of that because I can make that. So why the fuck would I buy it from somebody else? Now, whether I make it or not, it's a whole different story.
Right.
But like I could. So I can't buy that. It's ridiculous. And they charge way too much money for that. So I want to charge a lot of money to other people who can't do it.
Well, I bought this because I can't. Look at this,
Look. Just like
all bubbled up.
sick.
Halloween decorations, guys, it's coming.
Bubble,
You can't make that.
Trouble.
I don't know how to
you
make
can't
that.
make this. No, this is
It's like a
those of you
potion
who
bottle.
can't see it.
I feel like we're like the Hocus Pocus sisters right now.
right. Isn't it awesome?
Pretty much, we are. Yep. Yeah.
Book. Whatever
That was good.
Darling.
This thing was really cool though. I want one. I got it from CVS. Is this really? It's all purples and lights up, and it's all looks like a potion.
Yeah. So we bit the bullet.
So
we,
cool.
We spent like $17 on this.
$17?
Yeah.
Jesus
kidding me?
Christ!
I was like, we
Ramsey would be disappointed
I
in you.
know. I was like, we can get one thing. What one thing? And we looked at everything, and I was like, it's gotta be.
I mean,
this.
it's awesome. I'm not.
I like
I don't-
most of the other little things. Like I feel like I could make them.
Exactly.
There was a
They're-
really cute like happy fall, and it was this cute little owl, like this little wooden thing, and I'm like, I feel like I can make that.
There were definitely cheaper things than that, but
weren't this
nothing
cool.
was as cool.
I
as
mean,
that.
this is pretty.
It was
This
nice.
also had like a black like plastic chain and a huge spider, and I was like, I don't need the spider. So he cut it off, and then he left it on the counter for me to find. And I was like, dude, I see it. And then he threw it out, but he put it directly on top of the trash. And I was like, how many heart attacks you want me to have? Because it'll happen. So
It was a big ass spider.
it was huge. It's in the trash now, like trash,
Like
in the
gone
dumpster.
from
Gone
the house.
forever.
Yep.
The distant trash.
Yeah.
So I wanted to talk about a new reward system that I've begun
Yeah.
in my household with my boys.
Did you budget for it?
No, I will get to that actually because I did do something about the budgeting of it. So my boys eat like children, right? Obviously,
Yeah.
They refuse to try new things.
Yep.
Jackson won't even eat chicken, like unless it's in the nugget form. And I was really, really tired of making 4 different dinners every night between
Yep.
Kevin, who doesn't eat fruits and vegetables, me, who eats like a normal human being,
Right.
and then my children, who of course like completely different things. Neither one of them likes the same thing, refuses to eat the same thing. One's always complaining. And then no matter what I did anyway, people were bitching every night. It just
Right.
pisses me off.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm done. So I sat down with the boys and I'm like, listen, because they're all about rewards. If they can earn something, they are motivated to do something. So I'm like, okay, how about we start a program for you guys to start eating whatever mommy cooks. It won't be anything crazy. I'm not going to make like squid or anything, but like normal meals.
Yeah.
I'm like, Daddy doesn't eat anything crazy anyway. So
Yeah,
it's not a
right.
big deal. And so we sat down together and we made a list. It's like, okay, what do you want your rewards to be? What do you want the rules to be? So the rewards are anything from like they get to stay up late on the weekend. They get to do a movie night. We get to go to the movies, bowling, urban air, mini golf.
Something, yeah.
We have a whole list that I put into a bowl. And they have to eat all of one thing that's on their plate. Typically, it's with the one thing. I always make something they like. So it'll be like, whether it's a fruit or vegetable, whatever that they enjoy. The pasta, because they'll
Yeah.
always eat pasta. And they have to eat half of whatever, of everything else. So I was like, we'll see how this goes, especially with Jackson. Cole, I'm not so worried because Cole will try things. Like he sauerkraut the other night. He's eating pickles. He does all kinds of stuff. Ate clams without any sort of like prompting.
Love it.
But Jackson is like, he's very stubborn, will not do things, won't even eat like chicken breast at all. And it's been working really well.
Really?
Like they have eaten.
Wait, how long ago did you start this?
We're in week 3.
Oh, great.
Yeah. So like at first
It's not
I'm
a
like,
fluke.
okay,
It's
like,
not a fluke.
Exactly.
Wow.
So we went bowling the first. I'm like, the first week we got to do something cool because I can't be like, oh, you get to stay up late because we'll be like, that's not worth it.
You got to go a little bit big on that.
Yeah, right. Like come out big.
Yeah.
So we surprised them, took them from school on Friday, and went to the bowling palace and went bowling. So it's been going like awesome. Like Jackson not only did he eat chicken, he ate a roast beef sandwich, which was like he wouldn't have never eaten stuffed shells. They ate. They would never have eaten that before.
Stuffed shells are delicious.
Now, did they like it?
Not always,
Okay.
but I've been trying to instill in them that like you don't have to love it to eat it.
Right.
I don't eat everything I love all the time.
Right.
Or I'd eat
You think
100
I love
pounds.
eating broccoli.
Right? Like I don't love it. Like I don't mind it.
Smother
Right.
it in cheese.
So I'm trying to instill in them that like you don't have to love everything. It's okay to be like, this is okay.
Taylor, are you listening?
That's life. It can be just okay.
Yeah.
It's food. It's healthy. Just fucking eat it. Doesn't have to be your favorite every time. The pointing that's going on right now from Jackie to Taylor is pretty intense, guys. For those of you who can't see it, which is
Okay, terrific.
I was like, you listening?
but it's been really, really great. They're like in it. I printed out a little chart. They put X's next to every night.
How do you figure out what to even make for dinner every night? Like we're always like, I don't know,
I
hamburger
have a
helper.
system. So I usually do 2-week spans. So we get paid, whatever. I sit down. I'm like, okay, what do I have? I make a list. What do I have in the fridge, freezer, and the cabinets? What meals can I make with the things that I already have? So I start with those and kind of make a list of like, okay, we can, and then I'll open it up to the family and be like, okay, guys, what are you in the mood for this week? What haven't we had in a while? What do you want? They'll throw out some ideas and some things. And then I come up with a list and then I figure out, okay, for each meal, what don't I have that I need to buy? I try to do like doubles, right? So like if I need to buy chicken breast, I made sure that I have at least 2 or 3 meals for that for the 2 weeks so that I can just buy the chicken breast and not have to buy 15 different meats or whatever.
Yeah.
And then we plan it out. We have on a whiteboard, we have like every day, which has helped, I think, too, because the boys know like.
You should get one of those really cute like chalkboards. Like
know, yeah.
on today's menu.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Exactly. So the boys know like, okay, what is for dinner? What can we plan for? Like they can kind of prepare themselves. Like, okay, this night, like, okay, maybe this night I don't really like what's for dinner, but tomorrow night I see we're having pizza. So
Yeah.
they can, and then we have it for 2 weeks. And towards the end of the second week, things sometimes get a little, Mommy forgot to take out the meat, so we got to switch things up a little bit. But it's been working really well. As long as I do it, like I have to.
Yeah.
I didn't do it this weekend.
Yeah,
by the
we'll
way.
like buy like 3 pounds of like ground beef and then section it off or make a double batch of hamburger helper. And then I'm like, okay, well now we can take it for lunch or eat it tomorrow for dinner.
Well, that's what I try to do. I try to make enough that I can eat lunches from the dinners. So I'm not like tempted to go out and buy lunch.
Right.
I don't have to buy additional food for lunches for me at work. Like I'll take whatever. And Kevin doesn't eat leftovers, so it's just me.
Yeah.
So I'll take whatever's left over, and then that's what I'll have for the next day for lunch.
That's great.
You just got to be like on it. Like you got to just make it a priority to do it and to figure it out.
Sounds complicated.
It's great that the reward system's been working.
I've
well,
been
though.
like, I'm so impressed with my kids right now.
Yeah, that's great.
Like it's awesome. They're eating things they've never tried before, and like not even. And they're not allowed to whine or cry about it. That was the other rule, that like you can't sit there and have a fit. Because if you don't do it and your brother does, he gets a reward. You don't, and you have to get 5 checks in a week. Like you all week long, you have to eat what's presented to you.
Wow.
Or you don't get it. And it's been working. This week was a little weird because, so on the backs, I have all these little slips of paper in a bowl. And for each reward on the back, because I'm like, well, what if we're like, don't have a lot of money? 'Cause some of them are really expensive things that you kind of have
Urban
to budget
Air is
for.
not cheap anymore.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if it was ever cheap. Was it?
Yeah.
I feel like I could go and spend maybe like $13, but now it's like
$13 per kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I figured out like a number system on the back of each little folded up piece of paper. so I knew when I was picking one, because I told the boys, you guys can't pick, because then they'd fight on who gets to pick and so I'm like, mommy and daddy get to pick, which we don't actually pick. We just, in our heads, be like, well, we can swing this one this weekend with our schedule and whatever else. And we're like, oh, we picked this one. Eventually, they're going to realize that we're doing that, but not yet.
Whatever, it's a reward.
So I have like a system on the slip of every slip of paper, so I know when I'm like, if they call me out on it and I have to pick from the bowl, I can pick one that corresponds with the amount of money that I want to spend.
Yeah, smart.
You gotta outsmart them kids, man.
Yeah, but it's
great.
going awesome. I'm so proud of them. I mean, I think it helped that
Can
I
I
did
get
with
in on
them.
this reward system? I'd like to go bowling sometime.
You know, I was so pissed. So
go to
we went
Rock and
bowling
Bowl.
on Friday. Haven't done that in a
I'm
billion
serious.
years.
Like I would love to
guys
drink,
know.
dance, and bowl.
Right? It'd be a blast. So they apparently had this deal all summer long on maybe it's like 3 nights a week, or maybe it's just Friday. I don't know when exactly it was, but it was only at the summer, so I'm assuming it's not anymore. But for $20 per person, you get 2 hours of unlimited bowling, you get 2 pieces of pizza and a drink, and shoes and whatever else.
Yeah.
Not spent $10 a person, just $10 a person, I think, because it was $40 total for us, so it would have been $10 per person. But I was like, we got a pizza, everybody got drinks, 2 hours of unlimited bowling, and I'm like, this is great. Like this is why didn't I know about this sooner?
Well,
I
they
wish somebody
apparently
would've done a
and I
late
think
review.
is it all day Sundays or just Sunday nights? They have a special,
Sunday nights is like $1, $2,
it's like dirt cheap.
because friends of mine back in the day
You just always go Sundays.
used to go Sunday nights.
It's really cool. Mm-hmm. I like bowling.
It was a lot of fun. Cole did really well, like really well. Like he beat Kevin on one of the. Like I don't do well. Bowling is not my thing. I mean, it's fine. I just know going in that like it sometimes like I think it's okay, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, gutter ball.
You got to keep your arms straight.
My
all
shoulder
about the wrist
hurts,
action.
though, like,
Don't gotta keep it
Don't
straight.
move your wrists.
and I feel like the balls I like don't have big enough holes.
Do your fingers
I
get
like-
stuck?
That's what she said.
Yeah,
Does that
I hate when
work?
my fingers get stuck in the balls.
Oh, sometimes I like it.
I like
You
the little balls with big holes.
Little balls
I like the
with
kid
big
ball.
holes.
Yeah. Yep.
That's weird,
Yeah, well,
but we all have our preferences, I guess. No, it is tough. It is tough. You could always just buy a bowling ball and then get it.
who does that?
Custom fit.
I mean, I can't say that. My in-laws have, but they used to play like.
Yeah,
in a
my
league.
dad was in a
So
league
did my
and he's
mom.
got
Like
two.
my father-in-law, when he like it's serious.
Yeah.
My in-law
Oh, yeah.
family when you go bowling, like they are not fucking around. Like they bring their ball. He has. I mean,
Yep.
like there's a whole. He has a whole thing.
Yep, shoes.
Yes.
Their ball.
Their own. Yes.
I used to go bowling with my dad all the time. He had his own shoes and balls, and I would wear my mom's shoes. And then my dad somebody gave him a bowling ball for free, and it actually like fit my fingers, and it's like the perfect weight for me. So I would just take that. So we would just show up to bowling and only have to pay to like actually bowl.
Nice.
Wouldn't have to like rent anything.
Yeah.
So we haven't done that in a really long time though.
It's fun. Every time I go, I'm kind of like, why don't I do this more?
Yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause I feel like it's like bowling's not that expensive, right?
It's
No.
really not. And you feel you have a few hours.
Yeah.
It's not like mini golf that you pay $1 billion for, and you
mini golf.
I love going if there's no children there.
I have
Most
never
of the
done it
time.
without children.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's your problem right there. You got to go without the kids. Date night
Always
with
a
Danny.
fight. Yeah. Well, our first date, Danny and I went not bowling, miniature golf.
And you liked it?
Yeah. I think the guy was Rossi.
Rossi?
Yeah. So it was just us because he was like closing and he was like, no, you guys can still go. So we went around just us. So it was cool.
So that was the last time you liked
That was
A lot of years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus.
2006? 2006. That's when I went by myself. Miniature golf.
I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was like, do you realize that we're older than Google?
What?
And I was like, oh, God. That doesn't even... Google's only 21.
Really?
Oh,
Yeah.
Google can now drink, guys.
Woo!
I'd rather not think about things
Right?
like that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh. We're older than a lot of things.
We had we took an Uber. So my friend picked me up that lives in Downingtown, and we went to King of Prussia, and we left her car there, and then we were going to Uber from King of Prussia to Manayunk, which with Uber, it was only like $25.
That's not bad.
And you split it 3 ways. You're like, really not that bad.
Yeah.
But he like picked us up, and he had this little like, it's like an iPad, some sort of tablet, like hooked up to the passenger back seat, and you could play games and things. It's so
nice.
much fun.
I was reading an article this week about the shit that Lyft and Uber are in right now with all the sexual assaults and the rapes and kidnapping.
Something just happened in Westchester. We were talking about that yesterday.
Yep.
And I'm like,
They had to do more.
They had to jump out of a moving vehicle.
yeah.
Like, who knows what would have
I've
happened
only
to those
taken
girls.
it once by myself because I was going away for work. I was in a different state. Like, I was going to the
I
hotel.
mean, you really are chancing it every time you get in one.
I get nervous to get a taxi because I just think it's going to take me like to the wrong place, but not that they're going to do harm to me. I just think I'm going to like fuck it up.
Yeah.
I don't like traveling alone. They just gives me way too much anxiety.
And I was
me too.
reading some of the stories about, and I was like, this is horrific.
Yeah.
And like I'd rather drive to places than to like take it. You know what I mean? Like I'd rather get myself there than to rely on someone else getting me there. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But no, it's crazy. And I wish there was a way you could find out how, like, part of me wants to be like on the app, because I don't have it anymore. I used to. Like, does it tell you how long the driver's been with the company?
I think so. Yes.
does it?
They were talking about how you should be able to request like a female driver if you want a female driver as female. I mean, like not saying that there's no risk to that,
Right.
but there's less risk involved as a female alone.
Right. Hell, you can
especially
even
if
say,
you're
I'm more
drinking
comfortable with a
and-
female doctor. You should definitely be able to say, I'm more
Right?
female with comfortable with a female
female
driver.
driver.
I think we all need to find an Uber driver, and if we like the experience, we get their number and we pass it all to each other,
Yeah.
just like Schmidt did to Nick. On Uber. I think that would work out.
Yeah.
So
There's gotta be a better
it's
way.
Scary.
This world is bananas.
I mean, creeps are just finding different ways to take advantage of people. They always will.
Yeah,
Yes.
there could be a killer be like, I'm going to sign up for Uber, and the next person that gets in my car is my victim.
How easy is that for them? They don't even have to. They can just, and they're earning money doing it. One of them, the women had to still pay for her fucking ride.
When what happened?
So she was in New York, was going somewhere else in New York. They took her to Jersey instead. Him and 3 buddies fucking gang raped her by gunpoint. Then dropped her off, and I don't remember if she was
paid
Lyft or
for
Uber.
it?
They made her they made her pay the charge, her original charge from her destination to wherever she was going, not the New Jersey because it's kidnapping and that was over state lines.
Right.
But she still had to pay like the $12 or whatever for the
Are
ride.
you kidding
I'm
me?
fucking serious. She still had to fucking
Uber
pay it.
made them pay. Uber made.
I don't
her-
know if it was Uber, so I'm not going to say it was Uber.
Or it was
one of the ride sharing services, whatever.
Gotta look it up. We gotta look it up.
Yeah,
She
for
still
sure.
had to pay.
That's ridiculous.
Let's start
Like,
her a
what the
GoFundMe.
fuck?
She'll be get like thousands of dollars.
Well, she's
My
one of the ones who's doing the
God.
lawsuit right now against them.
Oh, good. I hope she wins.
Yeah. Oh, she will. She sure. Yeah, for sure.
So be safe, guys.
Hey, that came in like so good. I'm like feeling that. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, we dancing. You gotta stay tuned because the segment's coming up.
Go to patreon.com/MBN Network to hear the rest of this episode and the rest of all the other episodes too that's been doing the 90 minutes. Season 2's been going great. This is week 17 in the books.
Woo!
MBNnetwork.com. It's never been easier for you to find your new favorite podcast. Go to patreon.com/MBN Network for more. Great job, ladies. Bye.
Bye.